Hi there, thank you so much for joining me. I'm Ilona, and today we're going to be doing a 20-minute yoga practice all about stretching out and loosening the neck and the shoulders, which are often super tight, super sore for lots of people, but in general this will just be a nice calming yoga practice for any time of day. So when you're ready, take a comfortable seated position on your yoga mat. This could be cross-legged like me, or you can come into a low kneeling position if that's more comfortable for you. Just do what you need to feel comfortable and to make sure that you have a really nice lifted straight spine and that your pelvis feels like it's really square and rooting down into the mat, and you're not having to curve your spine backwards or over extend outwards. So just take a moment to arrive on your mat, to arrive in your yoga practice. Try to let go of whatever has been happening today, whatever's in your mind, and bring yourself into this present moment, closing your eyes if you can and taking a few deep breaths. Breathe in and out through the nose, taking the time now to find that even, smooth, deep breath, a slow, calm breath that can guide you through your yoga practice. And as we take a few rounds of breath here, just really consciously focus on drawing the crown of the head up towards the ceiling, dropping the tailbone down in a neutral way, and allowing the shoulders to truly relax. A lot of the time it can feel like we're relaxing our shoulders, but actually we're still holding tension. Try and just let the shoulder blades slide down the back, and let the tops of the shoulders be completely relaxed. And keeping your eyes closed if you can, continuing to breathe smoothly and slowly through your nose. You can begin to make any movements with your head that feel good to you. So you can drop one ear over to the shoulder and then slowly take the other ear over to the other shoulder. Or you could roll your chin from one shoulder over to the other, really slowly, really with the pace of the breath. Notice as you're doing this, as you're moving your head gently, where the points of tension are in your neck and your shoulders. Also notice where it doesn't feel sore, where you feel openness. And then you could, as you're rolling your chin from left to right, you could pause at those points that feel tighter. And a couple more. Still keeping the movement really gentle, not over stretching the back of the neck. And as you're ready, bring your head back up to center, and then we'll just take some really gentle rolls with the shoulders. Roll them up first and then back, making a circular motion. Keep the elbows and the forearms relaxed. Just moving the shoulders. See if you can take that movement and feel that movement in the shoulder blades. So as you roll the shoulders forward, the shoulder blades spread apart away from each other, and as you roll the shoulders back, the chest opens and the shoulder blades squeeze together. And then take those circles in the other direction. Keep reminding yourself to stay focused on your breathing. If you're ever in a pose during this practice where you remember that you're not paying attention to your breath anymore, then that's a sign you need to pull back from what you're doing and recenter yourself on your breathing. So now moving one shoulder at a time in those circles again. And then coming back to a straight spine and square shoulders, we're going to take the right hand onto the left side of the head. And you're going to really gently tug the head over towards the shoulder. And really only a tiny bit of pressure is needed with the fingers on the side of the head, because straight away you'll feel a stretch down the left side of the neck. Keep that shoulder square. Try not to let the whole body be pulled over towards the right side. And then you could tilt the chin down and see how that takes a stretch into the back of the neck too. So one more full breath here. Inhale. And then as you exhale, you're going to release the arm all the way down to the side, and then turn the palm to the back of the room, and you're going to bend at the elbow, taking the back of the right hand behind you, and see if you can get the back of the right hand all the way between your shoulder blades. Mine comes onto the back of my spine, yours might be lower down the back, but just try and think of wrapping the arm around, and you'll feel straight away a stretch across the front of the right shoulder. If your shoulder seems to be popping forward like this, then lower your hand down and maybe take it further out towards the right. So you should be able to keep your shoulder quite square in this position. And then you're going to drop the head over in the other direction, so over towards the left. Allow the head to be heavy, and then you could try turning the chin down towards the left shoulder, and you'll feel you're getting into that space between the shoulder blades that often feels really tight. And a couple of really deep, smooth breaths here. And one more deep inhale, and then as you exhale, gently release the right hand down and maybe just roll that shoulder backwards and forwards a couple of times. And then we'll move on to the other side as you're ready. So we'll start by just gently taking the left fingers, this time onto the right side of the head, and draw up through the spine first, and then really gently add some pressure on the side of the head on the right, and drop the left ear down towards your left shoulder. You can adjust the chin to find that spot in the neck that feels good for you to stretch. Keeping the whole spine upright, making sure not to force this too far over. You won't need to move the head very much to feel quite an intense stretch down the side. And again, if you tip the chin forward slightly, you'll feel it more in the back of the neck, and you'll feel it going down the side of the spine. Take another deep breath in. And then as you exhale, gently release. Stretch the left arm all the way out to the side, and then turning the left palm back towards the back. Scoop the hand all the way behind you, and then try and press the left hand into the center of your back. That could be quite low down. It might be in a different place to where your right hand came before, but so you can get the fingers onto the upper back. And then we're going to drop the head in the other direction, and you'll feel that quite intense stretch across the front of the left shoulder. And then tilt the chin down once again. Breathing into the belly. And imagine that you could take the inhale into the space where you feel the tension, where you feel the stretching. And with each exhale, feel that tension release. One more deep inhale here. And then as you exhale, gently come out of the pose and roll shoulders once again. And then we'll take the right fingers down on the right side of the body on the mat. And then with a breath in, reach up with the left arm, and then we're going to bend into the right elbow and exhale to bow slightly over towards the right side. So the fingers are going to be stretching towards the right side, but you want to feel this sensation of bowing out with the left side of the body. And as you breathe in, feel the breath fill up that side of the body. So you're not crunching all the way over towards the right side. You want to think about opening and lengthening the left side of the body. And then you can relax the head down. So traditionally you'd look up towards the elbow crease, but in the interest of relaxing the neck and releasing tension, we want to drop the head down, or maybe even look down towards the right fingers if that feels good to you. See if you can open up a bit more with each inhale. Take another deep breath in, and then exhale, slowly windmill the arm all the way back down. Straighten yourself up a little bit, and then we'll move on to the other side. So left fingers lightly on the left side, and then breathe in as you reach the right hand up towards the ceiling, stretch up, and then exhale, bow slightly over towards the left side this time. Straight away taking the head into a gentle gaze towards the floor in a place that feels good on your neck. Breathing into the right side of the body. Feel the ribcage bowing outwards as you do this. Keeping a light engagement with the lower belly, drawing it in towards the spine. And then another deep breath in. Exhale, release the right arm down slowly, and then give yourself a little wiggle from side to side. And then you're going to take the hands behind you. I'll turn sideways so you can see what I'm doing. So you might need to, if you're in a cross-legged position, you might need to uncross the legs slightly, just so your knees are more comfortable. And then we're going to take the hands behind us, tip forward with your belly, so you're going to create a slight arch in the lower back, but not crunching into the lower back, and make sure your sitting bones are really square. And you can move the hands as far back or as close in as feels good to you. But then what we're going to do is, with a deep breath in, open the chest forward and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Tuck the chin in towards the chest so that you are not taking any tension in the front of the neck. On an exhale, slowly come out. And then just take a moment to straighten yourself back up. Roll the shoulders a few times. And then from here we'll roll over, coming into tabletop position. find nice square hips. And then we'll exhale to make our way down to child's pose. So you can take the hands either side of the body in child's pose to help relax the neck and shoulders. Take a full breath in, exhale. And then when you're ready, reach the hands forward. Take the forehead down in between the arms. And then bend at the elbows, taking the thumbs to the back of the neck. And feeling a great stretch in the underarms. On your next exhale, reach the fingers forward. And from here we're going to make our way up into tabletop. And then keep walking the hands forward until you've got all 10 fingers near the top of the mat. And then keeping the hips square, as you exhale, sink down into puppy pose. So you can take the forehead down to the mat, making sure not to take this bend too much in the lower back. Keep engaging and drawing in with the lower belly, but take all the opening in the upper back. And to deepen the opening in the chest, you can even try and bring the chin down. This is only if you've got a lot of openness in your shoulders. And take a couple of breaths here. Try and let the exhales be really long. And then on an inhale, slowly scoot forward into Sphinx pose. So you're going to take the elbows at a right angle underneath the shoulders and open up with the chest again. And then you can try keeping the chest really open and lifting up through the back of the spine. You could try dropping the head forward and maybe taking a gentle roll from side to side. See how that feels for you. And then from there, walk the hands up, push yourself back into tabletop. Take a full breath in here, and then as you exhale, push back to bring the belly to the thighs. Take another breath in there, and exhale, come out into a really nice extended downward facing dog. And then you can pedal out the feet, feeling the stretch down the backs of the legs. Although we often feel the tension in the body, in the neck and the shoulders, it can be because of tight legs as well, so you need to stretch those out too. And then from there, tiptoe the feet towards the hands until you come to the top of the mat and you can hang over the legs. Bring a soft bend or even quite a deep bend into the knees to bring the lower belly to the thighs so that you can allow the release to be all in your head and neck and shoulders and not just be hanging off those tendons in the lower back. So your belly is on the thighs. And then you can take a sway from side to side. Grab opposite elbows if that feels good. And then coming back to stillness, you can begin to roll your way up to standing, one vertebra at a time. Leaving the head till last. And finding a comfortable standing position. So, from here we're going to take the hands to heart center. Inhale to scoot the arms forward Lift up, and then exhale, fold back down. As you breathe in, come to a halfway lift with the hands on the shins. Plant the hands and then step back on the right foot. From here, engage the legs. Imagine lifting the right thigh up towards the ceiling, and then engaging the core as well. Lift up into a lifted lunge, so a high lunge, crescent pose. Take a deep breath in, exhale. And then from there, open up through the back foot. Ooh. And then find warrior two. Your left knee should be in line with your left middle toe, so it's not dropping inwards. And then from there, take the right hand to the back of the right leg and find reverse warrior. Then you can relax the head down and feel a great stretch in the left side of the neck. Make sure to keep bending into that front knee. And as you breathe in, feel again that bowing through the left side of the body and then opening up. On your next exhale, windmill all the way down. Bringing your left hand down to the mat, or using a block or a brick if you've got one, or even a book to support yourself if you can't get all the way down. You could also just press into the leg with your left arm. And then from there, reach over with the right arm and then relax the head down. So you'll feel a stretch all the way down the right side of the body and a release in the neck. And then with a breath in, windmill all the way back up and bring the left leg to straight. From there, turn the toes inwards and then turn the right toes to the opposite end of the mat. And we will find warrior two on the other side. So lunging into that right knee, check it's in line with the middle toe, and then look back at your left foot and check it's not too far towards the back of the mat. And then from there, take the left hand to the back of the left leg and find reverse warrior. Again, look down at the back foot. Keep engaging both of the thighs the whole time. Keep pushing out through the right knee. Breathe in to create space in the rib cage. And then exhale, windmill all the way over. So you can bring your right fingers down, your right palm down. You could just touch the fingers lightly on there because all the lift is coming from our core here. We're not crunching into that bottom hand and relying on it for lifting us up. You should be using the strength of your body to keep your body lifted. And then you can release the left arm alongside the left ear and find that stretch all the way down the left side of the body. And then on an exhale, take the hands either side of the right foot and we'll make our way into crescent lunge on the other side. Exhale, bring the hands down. We'll step back to plank. From plank, breathe in. Exhale, bring the knees, chest and chin down. Tuck the elbows in here and then inhale to scoop forward and lift the chest. Cobra pose. With your next exhale, roll all the way back to downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths here. Shake the head no. Check you're not holding any weight in the neck. And then on your next exhale,
Release the knees back down and find child's pose. Take a couple of breaths here. And then slowly roll up to a low kneel on your mat. Take a couple of full breaths into the belly. Notice how your body feels different to when we started. And now I invite you to bring your hands to heart center. Bow your head slightly and thank yourself for practicing yoga today. Namaste.
Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this yoga practice, then please like it and tell me what you thought in the comments. And if you want to see more, then please do subscribe. I'll see you soon. Bye.